Hey everybody, it's Jim from the Great North Arrow, and we are at the Habitat build site, and we've got Kimberly Woodcock. You got your name right, Kimberly?
Do.
And John. And what we're doing is wandering the property and seeing how this is going on and seeing how this all came about, because this is really unique for Magnetowan. It's great for Magnetowan. So we want to push it, and we want to get you folks to open up your wallets a bit and maybe donate a bit of money for it. And anyways, Kimberly, how did it get going? How did it get going? How did you find Magnetowan?
Mr. Hetherington here.
No,
Yeah,
really?
True.
Okay.
Found Kimberly.
Yeah, exactly right.
And Kimberly's regretting it ever since,
No.
right? No.
So I don't think so.
Now, normally this takes 2 years to go,
Okay.
my understanding.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah, it's a lot of money to raise,
Yep.
and you know, there's a lot of steps involved.
Yeah.
The land acquisition through development, planning, you know, and then the final construction. And that doesn't even count the family selection, application process,
Absolutely.
education for the people who are going to live in the home. So it is an intense process. And the fact that the Magnetowan community has done this in such a short period of time is incredible, record-breaking for us.
Record-breaking. Now, I understand John had something to do with that.
John had a lot to do with that.
You know, John has so much involvement in our community that people don't realize, from the fish hatchery and everything else and the schools and whatnot. And John gets his teeth into something, there's no stopping him. So,
Well, that's
you
what he
know,
told
and
me
this is,
at the very beginning.
he warned you. Good.
warned me.
Good. Well, anyways, let's wander the property here. And what size is the lot? About?
About 3/4 of an acre.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
That's a nice sized lot.
It's a bit oversized.
Yeah.
Somewhere half acre.
Yeah.
This lot is 3/4. Yeah.
So I might add that the town donated the property,
Yes.
the municipality of Magnetowan.
Yes,
So
it is.
hey,
Yep. Council said, okay, have at her.
have at her.
And thank you very much to the municipality and the Magnetowan Council for the donation. Without their help, this never would have gotten off the ground.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
because hey, you'd have to look at buying a piece of property to do it, which
Yeah.
$250,000 or so to
right.
get it going. So that's terrific. When I was out the other day, and being the photographer I am, I saw deer tracks, I saw coyote tracks, I saw fox tracks, and raccoons. I mean, this is fabulous. I mean, it's just on the outside of Magnetowan, for Pete's sake, and it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
So
family's going to have a sweet spot.
it is, and I think the one of the big things is with Magnetowan is that we got to get these young. We've got a great school, not a lot of kids in it, and John does his best to keep it going. But we get families coming here with kids, and they're growing up, and this is exactly what our community needs. So now, rumor has it that this may be only the first one.
That is
Is
the
there?
rumor.
It is a rumor,
That is the rumor.
but you're not denying that it is a
Not
rumor.
confirming nor denying at the
Okay.
moment. Yeah.
Awesome.
We
Awesome.
really have to focus on
Get
getting
this done. I know.
one done, and
You're
a
absolutely
complete
right.
and roaring success, which we know it will be.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's make this one a win.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I guess the Mark Langford's crew is going to be doing the install when it comes in, or how's it
Absolutely.
being done? Yeah.
Yes.
So Mark is in charge of the, I guess, the build
Mark
itself.
is in charge of the build site. He is a lead fundraiser for the project. He's a very key and important champion for the project. I think it's safe to say without John and without Mark,
It wouldn't happen.
it wouldn't have happened.
No. I see that.
And that's not to forget the efforts of the rest of the chapter members. We have 6
Yes.
active volunteers who
Yep.
are working towards the accomplishment. They're showing up at the market every Saturday.
Yeah,
They're running
exactly.
raffles. They're doing communications for us. They're helping us with the family selection and support. So there's a lot of work that goes on in the background
Yeah.
that is beyond the construction. So I think it's important for everybody to know that
Yeah.
as well.
I was at the first council meeting that this was being announced when you folks were up. And my wife Cindy and I sat there and go, wow. I mean, this is awesome. This
Yeah.
is really awesome. This is so good for the community. And I think and that's why the paper is getting so involved in it, because we want to see it go, you know, from the first shovel going up till a family moves in. And
Yeah.
I think that's exciting stuff for us.
I'm so pleased to hear you say that this is good for the community, because so many donors think that this is for one family.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
just not the case.
Yeah.
Something like this has the power to invigorate a community,
Yep.
to give hope to a community, to mobilize a community. And as you mentioned,
Yeah.
there could be more projects after this. And you know how difficult it is for young people right now to find a safe and secure, affordable place to live.
It's crazy.
And when communities create that, the young families will come.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, and it you got to start the fire. So let's wander around and give it a quick tour. So I know timelines. It's hard to. When do you figure the building arrives?
First week in October,
Okay.
the home is due.
Yeah.
And we are very well on track for receiving the home. You'll see that the foundation's complete,
Yeah.
the septic's complete, the well is complete, the lot's been cleared, the driveway's in. We are literally ready to receive the home, and the only thing standing in between now and the receipt of the home is the funding.
So we got to get money.
We do.
We got to get money.
We do.
All right. All
It's
right.
the reality.
That's the way things are.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to push this out, needless to say. And
We had tremendous success with the community and donating in kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was so much. At one meeting, Mark picked up the phone, started calling, and
as only Mark can do. Yeah. Yeah.
so many contacts in the municipality. So
Yeah.
many contractors. And within a very short period of time, couple of days, there were 18 different companies that had donated in kind. Someone to put in the driveway, somebody to clear the trees, somebody to
Yeah,
level the
yeah.
lot, somebody to do the excavating. We had drywall requirements, we had flooring requirements, and one after another, these 18 companies all stepped up and said, we're here to help.
That's why we live here, isn't it, John?
Absolutely it is.
That's why we live here.
Yep.
Yeah.
44 years.
44 years.
Yep.
No, and that's what's so great about Magnetawan. You know, everybody all over the world knows where Magnetawan is. You know, we shouldn't say it so loud. We don't want, you know.
You don't want to let the secret out.
No, we don't want to let the secret out. And I noticed on the field bed when I was here last week, there was no grass. And look at this thing. I mean, this is fabulous. So, this is now this. Originally, it was 900 and some odd square feet. Now it's 1,200. Am I correct?
1124.
1124. That's 1,200. Yeah.
Basically, that came about because the house
Yeah.
needed to be approved for accessibility.
Okay.
And to do that, we had to have certain radiuses in the kitchen for a wheelchair to be able to turn
Yeah.
comfortably. And so when we went through that process,
Oh
we
yeah,
thought
yeah.
to expand it.
Oh my gosh.
And so they made the rooms larger so they could accommodate a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So that was the main reason for it to increase.
Just to clarify the level of accessibility,
Yeah.
by CMHC standards, there are two. One of them being called universally accessible, meaning that the home is built for everyone.
Okay.
And so there are accessibility features, but it's not a fully accessible home. If you
Right.
imagine a fully accessible home, the countertops would be lowered, the mirrors would tilt down, the light switches would be installed at a lower level, the windows would be placed,
Yeah.
differently. So what we have as a standard design is the universal accessibility. We include it in every build.
Okay.
In Magnetawan and the surrounding area in our affiliate territory, the demographic is getting older, and we
Yeah.
are sorely lacking in age-friendly housing.
Yeah, for sure.
So whoever lives in this home, it's part of the supply now.
Yes.
And I would really encourage anybody who's building to put these features in at the very beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
cheaper
Before
than-
you're asked to.
Yes, before you
know?
have to.
Yes,
and before
exactly.
it's much more expensive to retrofit it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, where's the home coming from?
The home is coming from Quebec.
Yep, it's just south of New Liskeard, Highway 64 into Quebec, and it's just inside the
Ville-Marie
Quebec border.
Way? Ville-Marie? Is that in that neck of the woods?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's a
it's
great
from
area.
Champeau Home.
Oh, yeah.
Champeau.
Yeah.
And they've been doing this for over 50 years.
Yeah.
They'll build whatever you ask for. If you tell them you have an idea in your head, their designers will sit down and they'll make that a reality.
So you guys went to the extent to go up to their facility
Oh,
and
yeah,
sit
we
down with
went
them and
What a trip that was.
yeah, yeah.
It was totally amazing. the one house that they were working on, it was partly wrapped, and there were two fellows coming down the aisleway next to the house with a window in their hands, and they put it up to the wall, slapped it into the hole. You heard bang bang zzz, zzz, and the inside, and it was being screwed into place, and then it was the trim was being put on, and they said okay, and they put the wrap on. That was done. You know, it was just like that, and it was
Wow.
something to see, and the quality is amazing.
Is right there, is it?
Yeah, oh,
Now,
it's amazing.
this is, I'm going to use the wrong term. This is a prefab, which is new to Habitat, correct?
That's correct.
I would say this is a modular home.
Modular home.
Yeah, it is. It's going to arrive
Yeah.
in 2 pieces
Okay.
on trailers
Okay.
via the highway, right? And so it's not flat packed. It's not going to be assembled here. It's going to be put together and put on the foundation, but the home is complete when
Yes.
it arrives.
Okay. But it's not made out of the original 2x4s going into the joists and everything. It's coming here, and Mark
Everything-
gets a crane, I guess, and
Yeah.
puts it together, and
Lift the back half on, then bring the
Yeah,
front half
yeah.
on and join them together.
wow.
Then we have to put the drywall in because you can't tape the drywall
Yeah.
because you can't finish it and drive it down the road. It's going to break.
No, for
So
sure,
You
for
put
sure.
the drywall on, but you don't finish it, so it has to be finished here, and the floors have to be put in.
Okay. Well, I guess the next video we're going to do, we're going to monitor this like every couple of weeks, and we'll probably get you back, and we're going to keep on doing it until we see a family with a key in their hand.
Absolutely.
and go in, because I think what's really cool is that with our paper being online now, and with over like 48,000 people reading the thing, the link. And I'll put the link in the paper, but obviously on a computer you got to type it in because you
Yes.
get the hard copy.
Yeah.
Whereas on our online it'll be live, so people can read the story and then hit the button, and there's the video explaining it. And I think people got to know. If people know what's going on here and what you people are doing, and Mark and Bill and Cheryl, and am I missing somebody?
Sherry
Sherry.
and Bill and George.
Oh,
and
George! Oh,
John
I'm
Fincham.
in trouble now. And Fincham. Oh,
Now you're in trouble.
float me down the toilet. Gosh, yes, forgetting those guys. That's not right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with the crew you've got going on, I think this is going to be fabulous, and we'll get other guys out and we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
And
In timeline terms,
yeah,
we're planning to have the family move in early 2024.
wow.
Maybe towards the end of Q2, or
Okay.
maybe before. But
So
the-
spring, you're thinking?
Spring-ish,
Spring.
yes.
Yeah.
The
You don't want to move them in February? No.
Well, we're going to be mindful of that. We're
Yes.
going to be mindful of the family's timeline. Everybody has,
Yes.
their own drivers
Yes.
for when they can come. And our priority is making sure that the family is the right fit.
Yes. Perfect.
We
Perfect.
also have a very rigorous process that the family goes through in terms of education, legal processes,
yeah,
and
yeah.
application. So that does take some time.
Yeah.
But it's well worth it in the end, because the families who move in have to understand what they're signing up for, what the
Yeah,
responsibilities
yeah.
are of home ownership, which is what this
Yeah.
is. And we just make sure that they're in the best place possible
Yes.
when they do move in. And then we provide a lot of support after,
Yeah.
together with the volunteers in Magnetawan.
Okay. I'm just saying our school could use another 5 kids, so keep that in mind.
Well,
I know. I know. Well,
so-
hey, they can build a garage.
I think you're asking
I
for
know.
more
I
projects,
know.
so-
Maybe. So, well, anyways, thanks, guys, and we'll update this as we go and go from there.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.